Now, those comments from the French president, who said he wanted to emmerder, which translates into hassle or piss off the non-vaccinated, has really got people angry here in France. And to break it all down with me now, let's bring in our international affairs editor, Armen Georgian. Armen, those comments were part of a wider interview that Emmanuel Macron gave to the French newspaper Le Parisien. And that whole interview has been really controversial here. Why?
That's right. The international media have really focused on this phrase, to hassle or piss off the unvaccinated. But there are other parts of the interview which have caused a lot of concern and comment on social media in France, Jeannie, particularly Macron's phrase when he said, those who act irresponsibly are somebody who acts irresponsibly is no longer a citizen. And that has had a lot of people up in arms. They're saying, well, isn't citizenship a legal concept enshrined in the French Constitution? Is it really up to a president to say who is a citizen and who is no longer a citizen? Now, some of Macron's supporters on Twitter have been saying that, of course, he's not actually proposing to take away the citizenship of unvaccinated people. In other words, don't take that comment literally. But at the same time, Macron did also say in that interview that he was going to hassle the unvaccinated right up until the end, jusqu'au bout, up until the end. That phrase has also triggered a lot of criticism and questions about what does to the end actually mean. Will there be other measures taken against unvaccinated people beyond excluding them from this future vaccine pass? For example, will they be asked to pay for their own hospital bills if they end up in hospital because of COVID? So there's a lot of questions now about where does this up to the end actually lead? Where does it go? What does it mean up until the end? One MP who used to sit for Macron's party in Parliament but then left the party, he has been saying this morning that it's the first time in his lifetime that a French president openly says that he is effectively not the president of all French people.
Armen, let's get back to this word, this emmerder, which at its root has a French swear word, merde, in the middle of it. That's really strong language coming from a president who is usually so careful about how he speaks.
Well, I think he actually admitted in an interview in January that he had not been careful enough in the past about how he spoke. And in an interview with the broadcaster TF1 on January the 15th, he said, some of the things that I've said in the past, some of the phrases that I've used have upset people. And he recognized that he had upset people before. He said, I can change things without upsetting people. And here he is, just a few weeks later, using this word, emmerder, which is a complete move back into those kind of early years of the Macron presidency in the way that he spoke to people, which came across to some as being aloof, tone deaf, out of touch at best and arrogant at worst. And now he's using this phrase to hassle or to piss off the non-vaccinated. It is a phrase that sounds somewhat like somebody who's thinking of running for re-election and perhaps appealing to a base that is very strongly pro-vaccination, a base with whom this frustration that Macron has expressed with the non-vaccinated will resonate quite strongly.
Armen, thanks for that analysis. Armen Georgian there for us.